about humanity. Putting truth in these lines while they busy feeding lies. When you got that tunnel vision, gotta open up your eyes. Wake up and go to sleep. Man, I'm praying all times. And to my guys, ain't no other side. This for my brothers, I'ma pray we all shine. Lock the door. Go ahead, lock the door. Lock the door. Go ahead, lock the door. Yeah, you already know.
Depending on the lessons, some people eat, some people learn. But the game is gonna send you a big. Lock the door.
Professor Melanie of the Hood Postman. Who I'm here with today?
Momaboo.
Momaboo. Who we got to the right of you? Or the left of you?
They gonna say it.
Well, my name is The Ballgame, you know what I'm saying? So up out of 619, how y'all doing? Much respect.
Shout out to the Ballgame. Shout out to Momaboo. And who we got to the right of you?
Oh, you got Swannyfly out the Fire Deuce Villains. It's a pleasure being with the homegirl Boo from Westside Actors and the homeboy from San Diego Brims. We here to talk some positive notes, and we're gonna get this thing bracking. But you know the Crips say cracking, but we're gonna say bracking. We're gonna get your all-star cast today.
Man, that's all that's welcome, man. Do what you gotta do, because at the end of the day, we gotta get these kids in shape, and we gotta be able to inspire them. However we talk and communicate and what they understand, it's the way we're gonna communicate with them, because they understand the language. I mean, that's just the way it is. Loyalty is expensive. It's an expensive gift, but you can't expect it from everyone. How do we treat that? Because there's a lot of different people that are in these circles of what we call gangs or gang membership or gang bang. How do we reach those individuals, and how do we keep the loyalty and integrity? Because that's what they're looking at, right?
True.
Well, how would you answer that, Mom?
To keep the loyalty, I would say first it starts with self. I mean, you can't be loyal to nothing and nobody else if you're not loyal to yourself and what your agenda and what you pushing. So I would say, as far as in talking to the kids, it start with self. My whole thing is self with the kids. So that's how I would push it.
I don't know. For me, you know, loyalty is one of those things that's actually shown. You know what I'm saying? It's actions. You know what I mean? It's not what you say. It's what you do. You know, and just to piggyback off what Mama Boo just said, when it comes to these kids, you know, you have to be consistent. You know, I work with Shafat Outreach down in San Diego, and I've been doing this for 17 years. And what we do down there is we offer mentoring services and other, you know, you guys already know, other social services that, you know, that the community need in reference to some of the gang bangers, losing their family members, friends, loved ones. You know what I'm saying? We provide, you know, some of those type of resources. Me, myself, I have a master's degree in social work, so I'm a licensed therapist. You know, one thing a lot of people don't know. And being an ex-gang member, being able to go to school and kind of understand my problems, my triggers, and some of the tragic events that I went through, because I lost a brother on the streets. You know, I understand what we are going through as a community, and there's other things that goes on in our communities that we just simply don't talk about. And one of them is therapy, especially Black men.
Awesome. Swannyfly, how would you answer that question?
Oh, well, both of my colleagues, they answered good questions, right? Loyalty is real special. Loyalty, to me,
especially among sensitive men.
Against sensitive men, loyalty is real special. I'd rather have loyalty than somebody say they love me, because most all the time a person say they love you, you dang near gonna get crossed. So you know it's that loyalty there. That's a bond that you and that person that built together. With the as far as the kids, I love what both of them doing, and I do it's similar, because I do intervention work in communities, and I try to help out of all of cut that.
Mute that thing, right?
I think you said something very important, because loyalty is special, and I think that you all three of you guys gave very good, clear answers because that's what we need amongst each other is clarity. But you know what I would like to really see go viral?
What would that be, sir?
Basic common decency.
That's real talk.
Yeah.
That's real talk.
Basic common decency. Because if we have basic common decency, man, we can get on one page, one accord, and we don't have to go through all the things that we go through. You know what I mean? And like today, we sit in the Compton against all our studio, and I got the ball game, and I got Momaboo, and I Swannyfly. I think, guys, listen, this is very important that I have these three perspectives because each one of them come from their section, but what a lot of people don't know, even though they from the same side, the still is different in each tribe. It's not to say you're gonna find differences, but that don't mean that we can't find a commonality to where we be on common ground. And because we have, as Black people, we have a great deal more in common to do. We're not in common, so I think that's important. Looking back, and how do we perceive the values and lifestyle associated with gang culture, Momaboo?
Say it again.
Looking back, how do you perceive the values and lifestyle associated with gang culture? The value of it, or was it? I don't know. You might see it different from the way.
I mean, my values to it was more of a family environment.
Mm-hmm.
The start of it for me was to get retaliation or get back from my father. So mine is different from everybody else. And then one thing about it as well as me being a female, it's like one of the things where women in this culture could never do too much to be equal to the man. So it don't matter how many bodies I laid down or anything, I will never be equal to a man just based on I'm a female. And everybody see women as beneath them when we do on a lot of scales more than certain niggas do. So it's different from each person, and coming from a female, it's like you're forever just going. You're going, and there's really no kickback from it being a female. It's just that respect. But the respect goes so far when you're a female. Because you have men, just say, for example, this big guy. If I'm sitting there having an argument with him, majority of the crowd is going to gear to him just because he's a man. But it could be a situation where I'm tougher than him in real life. You get what I'm saying? But just because I'm a female is dimmed and dummied down just because of my gender.
That's a great answer, Momaboo. Swannyfly, and I'm not going to give you the same. If you could talk to your younger self before entering gang life, what advice would you give yourself?
I would have gave myself a good advice a long time ago, right? I didn't know it was gonna turn out like this. I know when I grew up gang banging that it was always when we gang bang with khaki suits, right? We gang bang with colors, right? But I know it's a different era now, but now you can't even spot all the gang bangers dressed the same. And it's crazy because the advice right now as a gang member, I wouldn't want to be a gang member. At the time they in now, I was used to a family gang banging because we wore colors, we wore flags, and we was able to recognize each other, right? When we go in hoods. But now everybody dressed the same. So when you hit a corner, the dude got these tight jeans on, or he got the little shirt, the same thing that Crips and Bloods wear now, with the little flabby jeans and everything. They just hit the corner and kill somebody. And dude, just because he over there in the neighborhood, he ain't probably even from that set, but if right now today, I would give my advice. I wouldn't even want to gang bang in this time.
I think what I see, Swanee, and you could agree or disagree, is that they don't follow leadership; they follow trends. So the trends are coming from the hip hop culture. So the hip hop rapper looks the same as the street guy now. They all look the same with the chains, the skinny jeans, and the little tag hanging out the back pocket. I don't know what that means, but I guess there's the price tag to the jeans.
Yeah. I agree with that, Melly. Everything is a trend. Gang bangers in LA used to be trendsetters. We ain't trendsetters no more. Down south and down east set trends for us now. And it's crazy. And the rappers set the same type of trends now. But in these day and ages, these dudes like Big Brother's always watching. So you ain't gonna get no reputation, right? You gang banging in the streets right now, these dudes need to make amends with each other because it's hard to survive out here. You got the cameras, you got the snitches, you got the dudes inside the hood that's telling. So as of the day, some of these dudes need to realize and look at themselves in the mirror and ask why is you a gang banger? Why is you a gang member? Why is you a party gang member? You know what I'm saying? You know, so dudes got to look at themselves and ask that question to themselves. Why is they gang bang?
And let me interject on something. I want to interject back on what Momaboo said about, when you asked that question about the values. For me, I didn't find no value in gangbanging. Like I said,
what did you find there?
Well, for me, I kind of enjoyed. I was a little young dude who I had a little bit of swag about myself. So some of the older brothers would kind of invite me into their circles, and that's what I enjoyed about it. For me, it really wasn't about the gangbang because I was a hustler. I got money. I used to like the money. I used to like the women. I really wasn't tripping off the banging until I had my first heads up fight. And then when I had my first heads up fight, we're seeing value. For me, it was like, well, F this. You dig what I'm saying? It's 5'9" motherfucking rims, blood. and after my first heads up, then after that, it just watered, it just went down, it just went downhill. From there, when I say downhill, got busted. Me and my brother had to sit in the jail fighting a hot one. I got stabbed. I got shot. My mama's house got shot up. Damn near every other goddamn month, the San Diego Police Department was kicking down the door. Went to the pen for knocking out a police officer. Police dog bit me all in the ass. It was like where's the value in all of that? There is none. Another thing that one more thing I want to say before you start on the next question, interjecting off what he said. The advice that I would give myself is that I would have went to school earlier, or me myself, I'd have went into the military to avoid all the bullshit.
There it is there. But how do you view the safety and the loyalty within the gangs? Has it evolved since, or is it the same?
Hell no, there ain't no loyalty in this shit no more. I did an interview a while back with old boy Alex Alonso, and at the preclude of our interview, he asked me a question like, what I'm saying, what would you tell these youngsters nowadays? And I said, well, check this out, that homeboy moniker, that homeboy shit, it's overrated. You understand what I'm saying? It's about friendships, not necessarily that homeboy. Yeah, that's my homeboy. No, that shit is overrated because your homeboy, if you go to the pen, your homeboy might be the first one at your girl's front door trying to knock her down. You know what I'm saying? If you got some money, because it didn't happen in my
ain't your homeboy, that's a predator.
Yeah, but what I'm just saying, but if y'all banging the same set and been through some shit with this dude, and you go to the pen and now he at you done got 25 to life for knocking down somebody for the set. He know you gone forever. You know what I'm saying? He might be knocking at the door trying to knock down Veronica, Lisa, or whoever it is that you fucking with. There ain't no loyalty in this shit. And that's the reason why a lot of brothers down in the 619, they know how I feel about it. So when they see me, they show a little bit of different respect because they know I'm not really with the bullshit.
How do you guys look at the word? Because they say it so much. Dead homies. On the dead homies. Dead homies. Dead homies. Dead homies.
First and foremost with that one. Me growing up, you couldn't say that unless what you were saying has substance to it. And if you didn't have substance to what you were saying and you said that, you would get DP once it's found out. But they say that now, like the word, you know what I'm saying? They say it like that. Like it's just so cavalierly said.
It's a trend again.
Yeah, and it's like, but that right there is supposed to hold weight. You don't supposed to say that every other sentence. That right there is just one of my hateful things that I hear them say, because there's no substance to them saying that. It's just every other word, just like, you know what I'm saying? And I've seen and been around, and I've known when I've said that and put that on my dead homies, I was telling the factual truth. You can go read a book about it. I was telling the truth. Now it's just said, just like, you know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? So that right there that's so disrespectful, because majority of the young ones that say that don't even have no dead homies. How about that? How about that?
Ooh,
Facts. Mic drop.
Facts.
She got bars.
Facts.
If you could go back and change one thing, Momaboo, about your involvement, what would you change?
I would say I would not go back and change anything because it made me who I am today. However, with me mentoring the young girls and seeing how they could go left, I see and I think of different things that I should not have done, and I should have been more involved with rapping or what it is my real passion was at that time. But I wouldn't change anything, and I say that not 100% agreeing with myself, but I wouldn't change anything because it makes me who I am today. The strength that I have comes from what I did. I'm one of the females from neighborhood that don't have fuck stories on me. You know what I'm saying? More of a tomboy type homegirl. At the same time, I don't have nobody from my neighborhood or outside surrounding neighbors, uncles, brothers, aunties, or nobody that gangbang. So it was just me. I didn't have that, or I'm going to tell my daddy, or I'm going to tell my uncle, or I didn't have that, that's whoop-de-whoop niece. Anything that I done, any repercussions that was going to come to me was going to come to me. Never no fear of nobody else that they had to answer to. So I had to stand on 10 toes down on any and everything that I done around the board, regardless, because there wasn't no one coming to my rescue. So I wouldn't change anything because it make me as potent as I am today.
What about you, Swannyfly?
Man, I would never change the way. I would never change my name, man, because I'm gonna tell you this, right? As Maurice, I done nothing, but as Swannyfly, I done a lot. Terrorized the hood, did what I did, went to jail for the hood as Swannyfly. Getting shot at Swannyfly. Not Maurice, not no government name. And as the years go on, a person can be like, man, y'all got a homeboy named Maurice over there. The homie's gonna say, who's that? Mm-hmm. But as I love Swannyfly the name because I'm giving back, right? Because the intervention I'm doing and the community work I'm doing for my community and doing other stuff, I would never change Swannyfly from there. I love, like I say, I grown a reputation for this name. And now that my reputation is good enough that my word is good, I'm always keep Swannyfly till I'm buried in the grave, 10 toes down, like the homegirl say.
What about you, Ballgame?
Well, I have several names growing up. Pimpin' Mike, Spicy Mike.
I can hear it in your talking. You got this kind of smooth.
This little slick shit going on.
You got some smoothness. You got some smoothness going on. You got a glass of wine and you got a pinky wing on. I see it different.
She got the slick stuff.
But hey, just in my defense, my homeboy, rest in peace, my homeboy Dexter Johnson gave me that name. I was only 10 years old, and at that time I ain't never been none. So, but I've had about 3 or 4 different monikers, and the ball game literally came from me playing sports in high school, and homeboys kind of clowning. My younger brother was the one that my younger brother Melly. I got a brother named Melly Mel as well, and my younger brother.
That's a great name.
Yeah, for that
wonderful name.
Because he happy. See, that's Momaboo don't want to accept it. That just means all that means is just happiness, Momaboo. That is a happy, intelligent man.
You know what? And that brother is, dangerous in his own right. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to him. He live in Atlanta. My baby brother, a year younger than me, but he was the one that pinned that ball game moniker on me. And like I said, for me, the only thing I would change, to be honest with you, well, Swanee said that he wouldn't change anything, but one thing, I don't know, is there something in this shit that you guys ever done that you guys kind of felt ashamed of?
No. The only reason I say this, Paul, not to cut you short, only reason I say this because my name made me who I am as a name. So if I'm changing my name from Swannyfly for all the bad things I did, now Swannyfly doing all the good things. Don't nobody know Maurice. Maurice didn't go shoot at nobody.
True.
I never hollered my Swannyfly shot at people. Swannyfly done wrong. Swannyfly sold dope, went to jail. So now that name is out on the east side. It's a household name. So now Swannyfly is giving back. So when a person asks that question, they're going to be like, yeah, I know Swanny, man, he's a good dude now. He done changed his whole life around 360 degrees. Now he's doing good things. He's doing intervention, helping people do wraparound service for their kids, helping people get victim of crimes to bury their kids. So Swannyfly is doing a lot of better things now. So that's why I agree with the homegirl Boo, right? Because she's keeping it 100, 10 toes down. And that's what we're talking about. So
I asked that particular question because there's a couple of things that I've done before, and sometimes I sit up and I'm like, damn, why did I do that? You know what I mean? So sometimes I have certain regrets. I do. You understand what I'm saying?
Well, we all feel different about certain things.
About certain things, yeah.
You know
I
what
would say, just to interject a little bit what you're saying, something that make me think from time to time is I have 2 sons. So I wouldn't want someone to do to my son what I've done to someone else's mother's son. You get what I'm saying? That would be one of the only things. But other than that, no, I mean, and then not even that for that matter, because what I was doing, I knew what I was doing. I was okay with what I was doing. And it was for me to get revenge for what happened with my dad. So I stand with that. But the only other thought is, I have sons, and sometimes I'll be thinking about that when they're out and about or whatever, that I don't want that to come back on me, what I've done to someone else. But I'm not going to change. I wouldn't want to change anything. Like I say, it makes me who I am. That's why I'm as potent as who I am. Because I never had someone to run to come to my defense for anything that I did. So it was never a comfort blanket under my ass based on my daddy or based on my uncle or nothing like that. I had to just stand there and deal with what it is. And mind you, I'm a female and I'm not a big one at that either. But I got bigness about me.
Lock the door.
Cali Miners, baby. Proof of grind all the time. Music money. Got a dollar sign. Hub City. I'm a street nigga. Streets fuck with me. I'ma keep pushing products till the fans get me. It's guap off top. Diamond Cartier.